How do you stop arguing? Here's Herkimer. He comes to you and he says, Daddy, I want to go to the rock concert. We're going to go with Tommy. I'm going to go with Tommy and take his brother's Volkswagen. And we're going to the rock concert 90 miles away. Can we go? And you say, no, you can't go. And as soon as you say, no, you can't go, what does the kid invariably say? Why not? Why not? And then you say, you can't go. Why not? Herkimer, you're only 4. You can't go. Does he have an argument? I know a 3-year-old that's going. Is there always a counter argument to an argument? The Volkswagen only has 3 wheels. We're going to get another wheel. You can't drive. You can't even reach the pedals. I'm going to stand on the seat and stare and tell Tommy what pedals to push on the floor. You're nuts. You can't do that. You'll get arrested. Mama, we'll drive so fast they can't catch us. Do they always have an argument? Yes or no? Yes. Now, why did Herkimer ask you why? When you said, no, you can't go, and he said why, what do you think was on his mind when he asked why? Do you think that was a sincere why? And he wants to make a wise decision in his life, and he's collecting all the data he can? And he says why, so you give him some good reasons that he can consider? No, he's like the car salesman. And I'm down there at the car lot, and I like to go down there and see these nice new cars, even though I can't buy one. I like to go down there and smell them and drive around a little bit. So I get in the car, and he says, well, you want to spin? I can't buy this. He says, that's okay, a spin won't cost anything. So around we go. We go around the block. And he says, you really look good in this car. This car's you. No, this car isn't me. Yeah, this car's you, Mr. Jones. You think so? Yeah. Drive it. How does it feel? Push on that. Oh, wow. You're really a sport at heart, aren't you, Mr. Jones? You really do like this car. Yeah, I really do. Look, the girls are all looking at you. Really? They're looking at me? Yeah. Whoa, you're really a sport. Get back there. This car's you. You got to have this car. I don't want this car. I can't afford this car. What does he say?
We can work something out.
We can work something out. Why don't you want it? I can't afford it. What can you afford? He's asking why to find my objections. Not because he doesn't want to sell me a car or because he's writing a book on why people don't buy cars. He wants to know why I'm not going to buy that car so he can attack that objection. And when he attacks all my objections and shows that they're all stupid, I'm really going to buy a car then, aren't I? Right? Yep. So he says, why? And I says, I can't have a car like this. I can't afford $400 a month. He says, what can you afford? And if I come up with a figure, I've what? Bought a car. I says, I want one with 6 doors and two back seats and 3 wheels. And I got to have a fin on the back and a periscope and radar. And he says, we got one. Is that right? Always an argument, right? And I said, well, really, I can't buy it. I'm getting slippery now, right? Because there's not many objections left. And he said, now why can't you buy it really? I'm really struggling here, you know. And I say, I'm a criminal. I broke out of prison last week. And they're coming for me right now, and I'm going to be in jail. And he says, Mr. Jones, you'll never believe it. We have a special program for criminals. You can't make a statement or an argument that there's not a counter. Do you believe that? Will you believe me when I tell you, when the boy asks, why can't I go? He is not being sincere. That he's looking to overcome your objections so he can go anyway. Do you believe me? All right, so only someone who is very naive would start answering the why thing. The more you say no, and the more he says why, and the more objections you give, every time you're starting a new argument, is that right? And you're just throwing more gasoline on the fire. And it's just making things worse and worse. And you're getting mad too, because you give some good objections and he doesn't accept them. And pretty soon you're yelling, because I'm father, and you ask me again, I'm going to knock your head off. That's why. Or whatever. But there's a better way to handle this. And you can turn the tables on these little people. Let's look at this. There's 4 pieces to this. You manage the discussion. Don't be drugged through the discussion by answering why. And Herkimer comes running up to you and he says, Mother, can I go to the rock concert 90 miles away with Tommy and use his brother's Volkswagen? And what do you say at that point? Do you say no? What do you say when he says, can I go? What do you say?
Tell me more.
Tell me more. You say why? Why do you ask why?
Beat him to the question.
What's that?
Beat him to the question.
Beat him to the question, yes. You ask why because whoever asks why is in control. And whoever is struggling to answer why is an idiot. And they're going to go crazy. So you ask him why. Is he happy to tell you why he wants to go to the rock concert? Yeah, absolutely. Is he happy to have his day in court? Yes or no? Absolutely. And so he starts giving you reasons. And get out a paper and pencil and press the heck out of him. Okay, there's a reason. And he'll give you some reason. Then he'll throw out some landmines for arguments. Don't bite on these landmines. Don't jump on these landmines. Everybody's going. That's a landmine, right? Boom! Don't lie to me, you little liar. I'm not going. Is that a landmine? Just take it. Don't bite and get hooked out of there on the bait. He wants an argument, doesn't he? So you just write it down. And you got to write a report for school. He's only 4, not in school. Well, maybe he's going to turn it in the 10th grade. Don't argue with him. You write it down, all the answers, all the answers, all the answers. And you're just wearing him out. You say, tell me more, and you just suck all the energy out of his brain. You just make him work so hard, his little thinker hurts. He goes to bed thinking of more reasons. He's got an obsession, more reasons. You think you're almost there, babe. It sounds pretty good. It's pretty cool. Give me some more reasons. Little kid wakes up with circles under his eyes. That's 175 reasons, son. You're really doing good. We just wear them out so bad that when we finally tell them no, there's hardly any fight left. And so what happens now? You say, I'll go talk to your dad. And so in you go, and you come back in a day or so. Can I go? Can I go? You say no. And he goes, what? 187 reasons and I can't go? I'm in head. Why not? Why not? Now you've played that game on the other side. You're not going to fall into that. But you can give him all the reasons you want. You can come from love. We love you and I just couldn't do it and I'd feel terrible thing that happened, blah, blah, blah. Don't come from power because I'm dad of it. You can come from logic. Dump all the logic. It won't do a bit of good. Dump it all out. It's too far. It's illegal. The car's not licensed. You're too young to be out past curfew, blah, 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 and list the 10 reasons what it is. And it will do absolutely no good. Do you believe me? And they'll say, that doesn't count. I want to go and that's what they did. Now you use the deflector, okay? That's stupid not to let me go. It may be stupid. Now don't take offense here because they'll refer to your ancestry, refer to your IQ, all kinds of things, okay? That's stupid not to let me go. It may be stupid, sweetheart. Nevertheless, the answer is no. But I want to go, I want to go. Everybody's going there. Everybody might be going. Nevertheless, the answer is no. And another reason he's squawking, he's going to go over the same stuff and just let him kind of wear it out. And you keep saying, nevertheless, the answer is no. And you do the broken record. Nevertheless, the answer is no, sweetheart. I understand. But mother, they'll refer to, you're the meanest mother in the world. Your picture's down at the post office. Meanest mother. In spite of the fact my picture's down at the post office, nevertheless, the answer is no. Nevertheless, the answer is no. Nevertheless, I know everybody's going, I know it'll retard you. I know you'll get paid. Nevertheless, the answer is no. On and on and on. And pretty soon, this is what happens. Stop it! Stop it! Don't say that stupid word again. What word, dear? Nevertheless. You go to some stupid parenting class and you learn some stupid word. Nevertheless, nevertheless. And now you think you know everything. Nevertheless, 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 nevertheless. I don't want to hear that anymore. Well, regardless of the fact whether you want to hear it anymore or not. Nevertheless, the answer is no. They just kind of sit there. It's just too much trouble. How many people does it take to play tug of war? And you lay down the rope, there's no place to go with it. We've had kids come in, and they come in to ask something stupid they know they shouldn't go to. And they say, Mama, can I go to that? Mama turns to them and smiles and says, why would you like to go? And reach for a pad and pencil. And the kid looks at it. They know what the chances are. Never mind. It just isn't worth it. Okay? Is that cool? They just say, forget it. It isn't worth it. You ask why. Now, there needs to be an unhook because they will follow you around the house and harass you. But you've got to hold up a finger or whatever it is, and it's going to cost them $1 or $2 or whatever it is, or there's going to be a punishment for harassing you and following you around.